Welcome back, everybody, to the Objective Slant. We're on a little new territory right now, with the green screen and everything, but it's all good. What month is this now? June. Almost about to be July. So let's just get right into it. There's a lot that I want to get to today. And obviously the green screen is the first thing that we have to address. It's great. I'm loving every second of it already, even though I've only been on air for 30 seconds, but that's okay. We have a lot to get through again. Just to reiterate, man, oh man, oh man, what a Father's Day it was if you were on Twitter. I gotta tell you, somehow, some way, it was bizarre, and you know what? It's still bizarre. It's still puzzling to me today, as he's been on Twitter for about a week or two now. O.J. Simpson, oh yes, the man, the juice. He is loose on Twitter, and I don't know what in the world this is like. It's been about 25 years or so since what happened and everything like that. But I mean, good God, y'all are something else. I gotta tell you, y'all have been making a lot of jokes. It's been a fun time watching OJ on Twitter. Maybe he's about 10 years too late. Who knows? But then the icing on the cake, Bill Cosby's Father's Day tweet was he was I guess he was trying to preach about something towards African Americans, but it didn't go too well either. OJ gets his jokes with the glove and the killings and everything like that. But Bill Cosby's tweet, apparently his Twitter is managed by his wife now, which is crazy. I mean, obviously since he's in jail, and that Father's Day tweet didn't go too well. It's just it is what it is now. But yeah, it's been a crazy time on Twitter. As far as the NBA goes, what a wonderful NBA Finals it was. It was a treat to watch all 6 games. But the Raptors, first Canadian team ever to win an NBA title, it was bizarre to me. It was all about that perseverance. You think that throughout all of that, throughout all the Warriors' dominance for the last 5 or 6 years or so, you'd think the Raptors would have no chance at winning the title, but here they go. They came in hot, they came in ready, they got their defense on track, and Kawhi was laughing his way to an NBA championship. It was great. One of the Parkland survivors, real quick, I can't see his name, Kyle Cashin. I'm probably pronounced that wrong, but he got denied from going to Harvard because of some stuff back in the day, where he said the N-word and all that stuff, And I'm sure it was 5 or 6 years ago, but it's inexcusable for, or really anybody to be saying those kinds of words. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't really stop people from saying what they want to say. I mean, it just is that way because it is. And then here, not so much in Denton, but I can't remember where the place was, but Brian Clyde, have to mention his name. He was the guy that tried to go to the Earl Cabell Federal Building up in Dallas and shoot it up. And Tom Fox, I think he's like a photographer or something like that. He got an incredible photo of him. It was absolutely gorgeous. People were saying Pulitzer Prize, for that photo, for that bravery. And really, it's all about, and really all of these come together to make up the theme of perseverance. And I'll go into a personal story in a moment, but you have negative types of perseverance where where there's a precedent being set. Sure, there's a lot hanging on the thread for guys like Bill Cosby and OJ. You know, they're already famous, but I mean, what they've done really kind of sets them back a little bit. And then, you know, the Raptors are a positive thing because they overcame a dynasty to become first ever Canadian team to win a championship in the NBA, and it was great. Kashav was to me is more in the middle, where it's both a positive thing and a negative thing. I'm not sure how to describe it, but you know, he tried to apologize and it didn't really go too well either. Mostly because it just didn't really seem like, reading his tweets and everything, it didn't really seem as sincere as originally indicated. Because you think you probably shouldn't be saying that stuff, but I mean, he said what he said, and you know, eyewitness accounts and everything like that. You know, it just crapped the bed. It crapped the bed real bad, and you know, can't really do anything about that. Then again, Tom Fox, that's his name. That's the guy who got the picture of the shooter guy. It was an amazing photo. The other photo that the media showed that was not so great. The guy looked kind of crazy, to be completely honest, and it didn't really accurately represent him very well. You know. So with that, I'm gonna move on to a personal story of perseverance, you know, because it is what it is, and that's just how we're gonna do this. But, you know, I sat here a month or so ago, I was sitting right here, you know, thinking, well, not exactly right here, but I was sitting in my apartment, I was thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to get some money for, you know, the rest of the summer? How in the world am I going to do that? Because it has been a little bit rough on me, but that's okay. I always get through it, you know. It's just by, you know, the glory and the grace of, you know, people being kind and nice that I was able to get by. But I'm still, as of right now, that will change very, very soon, but I'm still in a financial bind. But I persevered. I went on to UNT's job site, Handshake. Shout out to Handshake. But it was a long and arduous process from about April to about the middle of May, like late April to the middle of May, where I was just applying and applying and applying and applying and applying. And then I, you know, got a catering job, you know, at UNT, and now I'm a caterer for UNT, and it's fantastic so far. A little bit hard work, but it's fantastic hard work nonetheless. Anything that challenges me, you know, gets me thinking, gets me flowing, gets me moving and grooving to the beat, and that's all I need, is just to be active, be out there, and you know, put a smile on my face for everybody that's out there and about. And as I'm working right now, it's been, you know, the hours are sometimes kind of long, sometimes not. It just depends. You know, I'm limited as far as my hours that I can work because I'm a college student. But yeah, it was harrowing to think, you know, that in a time like this where I was so down, so low, I was not all well in the head because of money, because of little things like that, you know, little things that end up turning into big, gigantic things like money. And here I am now, standing in front of you once again for the 11th time, doing this show. And to reiterate, don't gain anything from doing this show. I just love, you know, being the humble guy that I am in front of maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of people, watching from wherever. They could be in California, they could be in the Middle East or something, it doesn't really matter. They could be watching me and they could be, inspired to, do something like I've done with the show 11 times now. And real soon it'll be 12, and however many more we do until, I graduate and everything like that. But it's going to be fun. These next, who knows how many months it is. But the journey so far for the show has been great, and it's been a wonderful ride, to just talk to y'all and get the voice of another person in Denton who knows what Denton's like and everything like that. Speaking of things that Denton is like, lots of construction going on, like tons of construction everywhere. I thought I wasn't going to mention it, but now I guess now it's as good a time as ever to mention another Starbucks has come to UNT, and it's great. It's great. People are already on the hype train for it. Some people really don't want the Starbucks. Not sure where it's going to be, and I think it's going to be like by the music building or something like that. I'll have to look it up again because I don't remember things. But, people were saying like, oh, well, get a donut shop, get another Chick-fil-A or something like that. And maybe it just came down to money as far as getting another Starbucks goes. Maybe it just came down to like most students really want a Starbucks. That can happen. Most students, they just like Starbucks. Even though you can get a Keurig for what, $50 or something like that at a Walmart, and make your own coffee at home. But no, you want to spend $3 at Starbucks getting a little Frappuccino with the little cream and the ice in it. I don't know how Starbucks menus go, because I've only been to Starbucks one time, and that was like to do some schoolwork that day. That was like a long time ago, so I can't remember that at all. But another Starbucks has come to UNT, and it's really getting the people talking and moving and grooving on the subject. But back to all this construction really quick, man. The street that I live on Oak Street in Denton. Go past what's the place called? Go past Hudspeth's place, and by the little Chevron, I live right there. Lots of construction going on that'll affect, Oak Street, Bonnie Bray, University, all that good stuff that I don't really like, and that nobody really likes, because, the roads weren't bad, but they were just okay, and I can see why Denton's trying to repair these roads again. But man, you want to talk about a lot of people are getting strayed off their path to get to work. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be till like October. The bus that goes by, my house, and the UNT bus that also goes by my house, the Route 7 in Denton and the Discovery Park for UNT, those two buses kind of run by my place and everything like that. And it kind of affects their routes and everything. So lots of students who go to Discovery Park from UNT, they're going to be affected for a little while. You have to take little detours and all sorts of cuts and scrapes to get to where you need to go, basically. But yeah, lots of construction going on. And we just gotta persevere out of it, and find alternate routes, find a way, get a shortcut going, get something going that makes your day easier, makes everybody's days easier. Because traffic is already bad enough as it is, but You know, you got to find a way to make it easier on yourself. You know, get up earlier or something like that. You know, just, you know, get up earlier, or get up a little later. You know, if it's dependent on your job, you know, get up a little later or get up a little earlier, just to, you know, do something and get yourself out of bed to go to work that day, or however many days this will last, because it's June now, and, you know, it'll be a while before these roads are done. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to another personal story real quick about this construction. So I was walking back from a Walmart on University, and oh my goodness, the road was just the road, like, where you could get on the Bonnie Bray and everything like that. That Bonnie Bray Oak Street intersection, you know, you get on that, and you know, that whole other half of the road was blocked off, and I had to do something to get around that. So, you know, I just darted through the construction site like it was nobody's business, you know. It was like, what, 7 o'clock at night or something like that. So, you know, it was still hot outside. It was still very hot. And, you know, I ducked through, you know, got around the construction site and went on my merry way back home. After getting some groceries, of course, because you need food to survive. But yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's construction going on other places in Denton too, which always seems to be happening, you know, as far as construction goes at Denton, you know, that correlated together. And it's just the way it's going to be for a while, you know, for a college town like this. Oh man, I wish I could bring you guys some more, you know, on construction, but I cannot because I just don't have enough information as far as construction goes. And I'm not an expert in construction either, so that just is what it is. So, yeah. So, as I tap this piece of paper right here, you know, and it's just a small piece of paper that I have. Couldn't really gather anything else really to talk about, but I will say this to wrap us up today, and for this month at least. Perseverance is really the thing that is going to drive us all to do the thing that we need to do, whatever it may be. You have to persevere to find your goals, to achieve those goals, and to make good use of those goals. If you don't do that, then you're just kind of suffering through life, and you don't want to suffer. You don't want to suffer at all in life, because that's not okay. But with all that being said, you know, keep persevering in a positive direction. You don't want to persevere and go through the negative stuff. You want to gain positivity, and that's really just the message that I have for all these shows. You know, getting positivity and going on a path upward to whatever it is you may want to be. You know, your dreams are your dreams. I'm not going to stop your dreams. I can't stop your dreams. But, you know, what I can say is that, you know, use positivity to rise up. You don't want to use negativity to rise up. And, yeah, just persevere in a positive direction. So with all that being said, everybody, I'm going to get on out of here. I'm not going to take any more of your time. You know, watch this program every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, of course, and, you know, just keep watching for me or for any other creator in Denton, you know, just to keep watching Denton Community Television. I got to tell you, keep watching. We got a lot going. This channel is great for growth, on television, on YouTube, whatever site it may be, whatever site we may be on next week. But yeah, with all that being said, Michael Aaron Lloyd signing out. See you guys next time. Peace.